Manhattan jury needed less than 4 hours to find terror bomber Ahmad Rahimi guilty of detonating a shrapnel-packed bomb that injured 30 people last year on a terrifying night in Chelsea. Rahimi, a fast food worker turned homegrown terrorist, was convicted of 8 charges, including using a weapon of mass destruction, bombing a public place and interstate transportation of explosives. Now, the U.S. citizen is looking at mandatory life in prison. Inspired by ISIS and Al-Qaeda, Rahimi planted and detonated bombs on the streets of Chelsea, in the heart of Manhattan, hoping to kill and maim as many innocent people as possible, acting Manhattan U.S. Attorney June Kim said. Mike Segarreuters. Just over a year after his attacks, and following a fair and open trial, Rahimi now stands convicted of his crimes of terror by a unanimous jury of New Yorkers. Authorities said Rahimi, 29, a New Jersey fried chicken restaurant worker, stashed pipe and pressure cooker bombs on both sides of the Hudson River, creating havoc in at least 3 communities and spreading fear through much of the Northeast. In all, according to investigators, Rahimi was responsible for planting 10 explosive devices, including one that failed to go off just 4 blocks away from the Chelsea blast that injured about 30 people along W23rd Street on September 17, 2016. Rahimi was captured 2 days later after a wild shootout with police in Linden, NJ, not far from Elizabeth, where he lived. 2 officers were wounded. Rahimi was shot 7 times. Elizabeth also was the spot where Rahimi allegedly planted a knapsack filled with pipe bombs in a trash can near a train station that services Amtrak and NJ Transit. James Keevom, New York Daily News. After 2 men found the knapsack, authorities shut down the station, evacuated the terminal and briefly suspended service in and out of Elizabeth. Only 2 of the bombs went off. Another of Rahimi's devices exploded in Seaside Park the morning of the Chelsea explosion, along the route of a Marine Corps charity race, which started late. The bomb exploded as participants waited at the starting line, but did not hurt anyone. Polreuters. Federal prosecutors described Rahimi as a soldier in a holy war against Americans who became radicalized after a 2014 visit to his native Afghanistan. Rahimi packed 2 pressure cooker bombs with hundreds of ball bearings and steel nuts, which he left beside a dumpster on 23rd Street and in a suitcase on 27th Street. When the 23rd Street bomb blew on a Saturday evening, the shrapnel sliced through faces and legs, causing millions of dollars in property damage and creating a 650-foot crime scene. Court evidence: the dumpster, warped and mangled, was unveiled in court during one of the 12-week trial's most dramatic moments. Rahimi's defense team has vowed to appeal. Vickiana Ferrier, 34, testified against Rahimi during the trial, recalling the fear she, her husband and 3 children felt as the bomb went off below their 3rd-floor apartment. "I'm happy he got convicted," Ferrier said Monday. "It's about time. That night we all could have been killed." With Chelsea Rose Marcius.